the beginner get ready for the day routine where we do kind of a head to toe or toe to head depending on the day. Warm up for just feeling a little more awake, a little more alive. So thank you for joining me. Please like and subscribe if you have not already. And after this, as always, on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, we start with the beginner routine, and then we hop right back on for the intermediate routine, and then we hop back on again for our choreography workshop, and that's where we continue our piece, which we are just going to kind of finish cleaning today, so on Friday we can really perform it. So that's what we've got to look forward to today. This beginner routine is for everybody and anybody. It's progressive, so you can always go back and do an earlier one, but we're slowly but surely building up a little bit at a time, just to get a little bit more mobility, a little more strength, a little more balance. So I am so happy you're joining me today, Flair Flies. We may have to swing the camera around in a sec, but bear with me. In the meantime, planting your feet nice and sturdy. Or if we're ready to go, maybe we'll give the camera a little flip around. No, not yet. Okay, so bear with me. Planting your feet nice and sturdy, thinking of them as tree trunks rooted to the ground, and breathing in through your nose and out through your mouth and in through your nose and out through your mouth. Today, let's start with our wrists. Just taking your wrists and giving them a little wiggle back and forth. Back and forth. And giving them a little flap up and down. And let's repeat that one. A little flap side to side. And a little flap up and down. I usually swap angles. See me turning around to show you some things. I might flip the camera around in a sec. And some little wrist rolls here. And here we go. Flipping around. And look again. Rolling your wrist inwards. And rolling your wrist outwards. There we go. So you want to fold them up into a fist and then spread your fingers out like a fan. And while you're doing this, I also want you to think about doing the same thing with your toes. So it's like your toes are clenching and folding up like a fan. And even if your toes are not ready to do this, I want you to be thinking about it, visualizing it, and trying to open that pathway from your brain to your toes. And closing, letting the blood start to circulate into those far parts. And from here, just bend the lower arms so your elbows are at your side, and you're just lifting up your lower arm. And bringing them back down to your sides. Lift just your elbows up and down. And this is however high you can go. This is a morning kind of wake-up routine, so you don't want to be straining or pulling. You just want the fascia to begin moving, and our fascia is that part just under the skin that likes slow, continuous movement. So you want to start lightly, and towards the end, the last few, you can try to push a little higher. We're going outwards in today. And bring them back down. And this time going all the way up, all the way down, all the way up, all the way down. And then we're going to lift. Now I keep switching directions so you can see what I'm doing. Front and to the side. To the front and to this side. And we're going to repeat that again, but first we're just going to give her a little knee bop. So you're just kind of loosening your knees so it's not even like a true bend, and straightening back up. Loosen them, straightening back up. Just getting them moving. Just letting them go, straightening, letting go, and straightening. Letting go, straightening, letting go, and straightening. And we're starting to work our way up into a bigger one. But it's important to start small, to start slowly. And coming back to your arms, we're going to do another set of these. And let's do one more set after this one. And I want you to have something nearby that you can grab onto just to keep your balance. Let's start with the right leg behind today. Grabbing onto some of your balance. I don't have anything nearby here. And you're going to put one foot in front of the other. And you're just going to lean into your front leg and stretch the back of the back leg. And you can kind of pulse a little bit into it. Just make sure your movements are slow and smooth. And coming back up. And this time you're going to let your weight go a little bit to your back leg. You're going to bend that back leg. And this is going to give you a different stretch here. And coming back up and taking that leg that you've been on. And you're going to put it on the balls of your feet. So I'm just kind of here, I'm hanging on with this hand. And I'm going to lean a little bit into it. And push back. And lean into it. And push back. Pulsing here. You can also do this with the inner foot. You get more balance. But I want you to feel like you're pushing into the ground with that foot. Working your leg at the same time. Good. All right. Now we're going to switch hands. And putting your left leg behind. I'm a little bit sniffy this morning. And leaning into your front leg. So you get a nice stretch along the back. And down. And then come back to the middle and bending the back leg to get a different stretch there. Every time you change positions, it'll be a little bit different. You'll feel a different part of your body. And coming back up. And so you're going to be hanging on and putting one foot on the balls of your feet. It looks like this. And then you're just going to lean on that foot and push back up again. And leaning on it and pushing back up. Leaning on it, pushing back up. Leaning on it, pushing back up. Leaning on it, pushing back up. And leaning on it, pushing back up. And let's do one more. On it and pushing back up. Switching back to our right foot, the first one. We're just going to give ourselves an ankle wiggle. You can lift it in the air if you got something to hang on to. And wherever it is. And a little wiggle back and forth. And then flapping your foot up and down. And go to the other foot, hanging on. So I'm going to first move it back and forth. Either on the ground or up in the air, depending on where you feel comfortable. And then flapping it up and down. isn't like our big full knee bend yet, but this is an actual bend, pulsing up and down. And when you go down, I want you to feel like you're pushing to the ground, and then stretching to the sky. One day today. And now bending a little bit forward as you keep pulsing. And coming back up and shoulders up to your ears and pushing them back down. Ears, pushing them back down and rolling them forward. You can take your whole upper body with you with this, that's okay. And then we switch back. Coming back up, giving yourself a nice posture, just as coming up to the sky. And Flair flies, don't forget, as you're going about your day, every time you think of it, just get those shoulders rolled back. So you get another nice posture there. Just every time you think of it, the shoulders will pull forward again on their own, and then you'll think, oh, posture, and that'll slowly create some muscle memory. So this is a beginner get ready for the day routine, where we just kind of do an all body, get moving, get your blood circulating, get your fascia moving, so you can face the day a little more awake, a little more alive, a little more mobile. And we're progressively doing a tiny bit more each week, each time. So you can always go back to the beginning too. Start bombing your head up and down. And this is just at the top of your neck. This is not your whole neck going. This is just your head. Bombing up and down. Saying yes. And the same thing, we're saying no, from side to side. We do our usual neck exercises because they work pretty well. And now pretend you've got weights in your chin and your chin is sinking down because of those weights. And then you're gonna roll under left today first, left ear to your left shoulder without picking your chin up. And because your chin is so heavy, it's gonna roll back down again. Then your right ear is gonna roll to your right shoulder. And your chin will bring you back down again. And left ear, left shoulder. And the chin's going down. And right. And down. And left. And down. Just kind of making a little half circle motion. And coming back to the middle, facing it up. Now pretend there's a flock of birds up there, sinking up the birds and down. And the birds, and down. Birds, down. Birds, and down. All right, moving on to our core. So you can let your legs bend a little bit here. I'm going to be bowing from the waist. You see I'm trying to keep my pelvis in place, my legs planted. And I'm just giving a little bow. I want you to try and feel this middle engaging. And just kind of like it's clenching and then it's stretching back out. And clenching and stretching back out. Just a little bow forward. And coming back up. And this time we're going to look to the side and come up and side and come up. And what I want you to think about is trying to move your lower body as little as possible as you're swaying the upper part. So it's like your lower part is rooted like a tree, very strong. And your upper part is swaying in the breeze. And it's better to do a little less and try and keep that lower half still than to do more, move around. And coming back, and now we're going to do the biggest knee bends of all. So really, you can really bend your knees here. If you need to hang on, you can do that. If you need to bend over a little, that's okay. And I want you to think about the top of your knee as you're straightening them. And even if you don't really feel anything right now, put your hand on it, imagine it, and try and engage that muscle. And if it doesn't happen today, it will one day. The biggest thing is to have patience. Nothing happens right away, but we're in this together. And coming back up, and then back down again. And now we're going to do our bows again from the middle, this time with our knees a little bit bent. Arms up if you want to. Just trying to feel that middle engaging. One day it's going to be a crunch. Do our weight shift. We have not done that for a while. So here, bending your legs a little wider than your shoulders. You're going to give yourself a good knee bend. And I want you to think of your shoulders and your hips as a square. So we've got the four corners of our square. Here's the sides, one here. And I want you to slide that square onto your right foot, pushing off of your left. And your left here, I want you to sit for balance. So if you needed to, you could pick it up, and then pressing to the ground with your right leg and just sliding it across without coming up. So then you've made your way. So all your weight is on your left leg, and this is just keeping you balanced. And pushing to the floor with your left, sliding it across, and pushing down right and sliding it across. So you want to be aware of where your weight is. Feeling that you're kind of relieving one leg as you move to the other. And we're going to put the right leg in front. We're going to do the same thing, bending our knees, going a little bit forward, and a little bit back, and feeling that weight change. Just being conscious of it, trying to stay straight. So you want to avoid bending too much. I just want to shift from leg to leg, so staying straight. And switching the legs. And going again. And then coming back up again. And we're doing one last set of our middle bends. And a little stretch, and we're almost there, butterflies. Almost through it. And this time I want you to stay over, let your arms go down, put them on your legs, and a little bit bend into it. I'm just going to bend it straight in the middle. Each time you straighten up, see if you can drop your body a little bit, farther forward. And I'm just going to hang there. You can get a little elephant sway if you want. Relax that a little. And letting it go, letting it hang. Letting the gravity pull you a little closer to your legs. And then rolling it back up again. And now breathing in, arms coming up. Through your nose and through your mouth again. And stretching your arms to the side. Trying to reach either wall with your hands. So you're touching two walls at the same time. And bring those long arms in to hug yourself and say, yay, you did it. We all did it. So I hope to see you again on Friday, or if you want to hop on and do or just watch along with some of the other routines. We're going to get right back on, do an intermediate routine, and after that we're going to do our choreography workshop, where it's our final clean up the choreography. It's Never Enough from The Greatest Showman, and it's an arrangement by DJ Tronky, so it's got a little Latin beat to it. And we're almost finished. We're going to do a little mock performance on Friday, where we're just going to get dressed nice and do it once through, maybe twice through, depending, because since it's not a real performance, we can cheat and redo it if we mess up. But otherwise, we're going to pretend it's a real performance, and we just have to keep going, finish. So hopefully you'll join us for that. So we're going to be going through a little bit of interpretation and just kind of finishing touches today. And so Flair flies, my love to you. Have a wonderful Wednesday, and I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.